Okay, this video is going to show us the basics in harvesting the 18650 cells from used laptop batteries. So these are the batteries we're acquiring or obtaining, and there are a couple simple things you have to do to break these open, but be cautious because they might be dead and no good to the user anymore, but they might still have some charge in them. And if you're new to this do-it-yourself power walls and power banks, then you know that harvesting these out of laptop batteries is the new thing to do. And I'm sure you've gone through a couple videos to see how they're doing it. But what we're going to do is we're going to be safe about it, get our little protective gloves on, eye protection, and we are going to address each laptop battery kind of differently because they're, different little animals to open up. So on this one, we're going to try to see this seam down here. I'm not sure if you can see that. I don't know if it's going to focus in, but we're going to try to get that seam right there and then split it open. So we're going to try a pair of diagonal cutters. Just take a little pinch, break it open a little bit, and do the other side right about the same area. Break it open a little bit. There we go. Make sure to keep them protective gloves on. As you can see, we got it started to split open here. So carefully, we're going to insert a screwdriver, making sure not to make any contact with the cells inside. And sometimes they still have some little charge in them. I'd hate to pop those guys. You just kind of have to play with each one. Each one's a little different animal, but as you can see, once you get them started, they kind of open up. And we'll split the case open, exposing the cells. All the 18650 cells. See in there. We have the 8 cells in there. We have the BMS board up on top. That controls the discharging of the cells. Carefully, we're going to use one of my favorite tools right here. This is the little plastic little tool, pry tool here. And we're going to just kind of go in, break any of the glue that's loose. That's holding the cells in. There we go. Discard all the plastic, recycle that later at my little recycling bin down there. And carefully, we're going to take a pair of little flush cut pliers right here. I'm going to cut all those leads just one at a time coming off of the BMS board. Carefully not cutting two at once, because if there's a charge on them, you're going to be short-circuiting the batteries, which is bad. Always bad. And we're going to go ahead and cut all those off from the BMS. BMS will go into recycling. Now we're left with 8 cells, still connected with some leads and some nickel strips. Cut all the little stuff off. All the little wires. And then sometimes, depending on how thick the nickel strip is, sometimes you can just kind of grab them, pull them apart to get the pairs isolated from each other. I'm sure that you can see that. Just kind of break that apart. And now you can see that the nickel strip is connected to the two pairs. I usually like to start on the neutral, or I'm sorry, on the negative side of the battery pack, and then cut that nickel strip right there. Make sure you can see that. Break them apart, and then break them apart into singles. I usually put those down. This one's already disconnected. Break it apart, singles. Take this long piece off here. There we go. Take those, break them apart. negative side. Start on the negative side. Come in over here. There we go. Making sure not to scratch any of the protective coating on the battery, the sleeve. Now we got them all broken down in singles. What I like to do is take my diagonal cutters right here, my flush cutters, grab the nickel strip, just kind of peel it off like that. Leaves where the spot welding was done from the factory. Any little burrs that stick up, just kind of pop it off. Go to the other side, break that off. Flush cut any of the little burrs off of it so it's nice and smooth. It's a good time to take any of those stickers off or glue or anything on it, and that's a nice harvested 18650 cell. I'll probably put this on fast forward as we go through the rest. I'll just show you, just pop. That one's already clean on that side. No stickers. Put it over there, getting ready to charge them up. Boom. Well, little spots up there, just kind of cut those off there. Take our little sticker off. There's another cell. Let's see. Pretty clean. Little glue on there or silicone. Nice clean cell. Another nice clean cell. Let me on. There we go. Ground side first. Oop, negative side I meant, and then you just get the positive side. Take any of the little stickers off there. And sometimes if they don't want to come off, or it's going to be more of a, oh, there we go. Peel them right off. Sometimes you leave some of the stickers and stuff on there if it's going to be too much work. Time is an essence. I want to make sure to get all these cells processed and harvested. Okay. Oh, a little piece back here on the negative side. Pop that off. Any of the little barbs sticking up, get rid of those. A couple little stickers. When you run into something like this, not sure if you can see that little scratch right there, that's breaking the seal. We do have more of the sleeves that you can order online, and those are shrink wrap sleeves, and we're just going to take those, cut this sleeve off and put a new one on just to make sure that they're nice and safe and no shorts. That's a possible short there in case you have some wiring or something that touches that and grounds it out. Here's another cell right here. Put a wire on there. Take it off the ground. Nice and clean. Any stickers, tape and adhesives. Sometimes you get lucky and some of the cells don't have a lot of stickers on them or glue, and they come out with nice clean cells. Okay, next step will be testing them and harvesting them.